All right, hello. Welcome to another episode. I am TavonaStarO, your host, and I want to welcome you to my channel where I talk about the law of assumption and manifestation with the intention that I can shift your mindset in the direction that um, positions you to experience what it is that you want to experience in your day-to-day life. So if this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for supporting my channel and welcome back. All right. So I want to talk about circumstances. Now, I do this all the time. So, I give like a basic law of assumption definition so that everybody's on the same page, just in case you're a first time listener and you've never heard about the law of assumption. So, the law of assumption is just a universal law, and it states that whatever you assume to be true, if you believe that assumption long enough, it will harden into a fact. Okay, it will start to materialize and become evident in your experience or your reality. And so an assumption is just a belief that you have without proof, okay? And if you believe that long enough, it will start to become true in your experience, okay, in your reality. So that's what the law of assumption is. And I want to talk about circumstances and how circumstances does not matter when you are manifesting, okay? So first of all, let's look at I want to go to the word circumstance and see what it actually means, because we can paraphrase and we have sometimes we have like the gist of what a word means, but the definition sometimes just kind of puts it in right perspective. Okay, so circumstance, according to dictionary.com, means a condition, a detail, a part, or an attribute with respect to time, place, manner, agent, etc., that accompanies, determines, or modifies a fact or an event, a modifying or influencing factor. I love that. I love that because when it comes to manifesting, so here's how the law of assumption relates to manifestation, okay? So, like the definition says, whatever you assume to be true is going to harden into fact and it will become true. So, whatever your assumption is, if you believe that assumption enough, it will become evident. So, it will manifest. Okay. So, that's what the law of assumption has to do with manifestation. Whatever you assume to be true is going to manifest. All right. Good and bad. And so, sometimes when you're manifesting, it can seem like your desire or the thing that you want to manifest or experience sometimes on the surface it can look like, how is that going to happen because of blank blank blank, right? Whatever that because of, those are circumstances, those are conditions or details that you feel like in relation to your manifestation has an influence or can affect or can modify your desired outcome. Okay, so let's say you're manifesting, wealth, right? Or you're manifesting making $1,000 a day, right? You're like, I make $1,000 a day. You're affirming, I make $1,000 a day. But as you're affirming that, you're looking at your what you make at work an hour, and you're like, I don't, you know, I don't make nearly $1,000 a day. So how is that going to happen? Or let's say you don't have a job at all, but you're saying I make $1,000 a day. Like if you pay attention to what you don't have in relationship to I make $1,000 a day, that can be considered a circumstance. So the circumstances are anything, any condition, any detail, that you feel like plays a part or has something to do or can affect your desired outcome. And the truth is, so I hope we're clear about that, okay? But the truth is, circumstances don't matter when you are intentionally manifesting because number one, circumstances always change. They always change. Everything is changeable. Like the time, which is why time doesn't matter because time is always changing. But also, like things always change. People change their minds. Things are always changing. The weather's always changing. It was just freezing cold, and now it's about to be in the 50s. Um, People, places, and things always change. Like things are always changing. So circumstances are not they're not solid. They're not permanent. Okay, unless you continue to affirm or you decide that something is permanent. All right. Um, like your money situation, your health, where you live, like all of those things can change in an instant. You just never know. Like things are always moving. That's another thing that they say in the law of assumption community is there's always movement, but circumstances are always changing. And then two, it circumstances don't matter because again, the law of assumption works within you. Okay. So you're manifesting within your own mind when you are manifesting. It's a decision that you've made in your mind that you're going to have what you want to manifest or you're going to experience what it is that you want to experience. That's all happening in your mind. And because the circumstances are outside of you, nothing outside of you, no person, no circumstance, no time, okay, can have an effect on what you decide to think in your mind unless you let it, okay? Unless you take your focus off what you want to experience, what you want to have. That's the only way circumstances can influence or affect what you are manifesting. But as long as you continue to focus on what it is that you want, what it is that you want to experience, as long as you focus on that, you're going to get that. And because the circumstances are not solid, right? They are not permanent. The circumstances are just going to automatically align with what it is that you continue to tell yourself. That's why circumstances don't matter. So the only thing that matters is that you focus on what you want. Okay. I make $1,000 a day no matter what. I am in that happy, committed relationship no matter what. I am always healthy no matter what. I am the most beautiful woman alive no matter what. I have clear skin no matter what. I have amazing friendships no matter what. Like, even if you go into the show by yourself, right? It doesn't matter because you can make a friend at the theater. If you're going out to eat on your own because you don't have a lot of friends, but you're manifesting good friendships, like, you never know. Like, but that's also not your concern. Like, the circumstances are going to align because your subconscious mind is just going to it's just made, the subconscious mind is created to give you more of what you focus on. So everything, the circumstances, the time, the how, the who. Neville Goddard says, if what do you say, if a million men have to move or 1,000 men, everything is going to move in order to prove you right and to prove that belief, that assumption that you made to be factual. So that's why I say, like, just focus on what you want to manifest. Focus on what you've already decided. When you decided that, you're always treated with respect, focus on that. Don't entertain anything else. Just stay focused on that by reminding yourself, I'm always respected. I'm always loved. I'm always chosen, right? You want to go from being single to being in a relationship, just focus on that. Don't focus on going to bed alone. Don't focus on, I don't know, having to go out to eat by yourself. Like, don't focus on being single. Focus on, you know what? I'm always in a happy, healthy relationship. I'm always in a committed relationship. I'm always loved. I'm always chosen. Like, yeah, I'm always that girl. Just focus on the thing that you want and continue to tell yourself that you have what you want now, okay? And nothing else, nothing can get in the way of that. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it was practical, and you'll hear from me in the next video.